Looks like you've reached your destination. There's an unbelievable source of energy radiating from...
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. I can feel...
It seems likely. The reason that you can feel anything light is because the clav is...
So, it wants me to come in and say hi. I get it. But this door doesn't seem to agree.
Yes. It's protected by a particularly nasty seal. My analyses suggest that the key to undoing this seal... There are 3 murals within this ruin which describe it. Only one who has seen them with their own eyes and will be able to pass through that great gate.
3 murals, huh? Somehow I don't think a little art appreciation will be all I need to get that clavis.
Well, the good news is, I know where the murals are. To see them all, you'll have to visit 3 galleries. Is very heavily sealed. It's almost certain that you won't be able to open it without a special crux designed for such a purpose. Find that crux. Light, are you keeping an eye on your surroundings? That crest marks another seal, but I think you'll be able to break it with your powers. And the crux, of course.
I've been surveying the desert all, but I have been completely...
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, stranger.
What is this? An AI?
Oh, there are so many things I could tell you. And so I must ask you to consider my most unworthy plea.
I think I...
Yes, I could tell you are intelligent. It is just as you suspect. I hope that you might...
You expect me to head out into this huge desert and hope...
Oil? I am a precision instrument. No, near the sundry shop. Beside the adamantus skin. Somewhere at the base of that loft. Those are the only locations I have detected so...
I can have a look.
Ah, a worthy question. I am depending on your assistance. I need that fuel.
There are more of you?
Yes, and I expect my and now you should feel an emotional responsibility to help me. Should you not?
That is some programming.
It seems that robots like that Bhakti were...
Thank you very much. I feel so lubricated, but I suppose I am just a robot. A few creaks are only natural. I do...
Maintenance? No. But we do get hurt, and then we need rest and care if we want...
Yes, but the humans these days do not age nor get better if it breaks down.
Well, now you have a chance of your own. So what about the...
They are just this way. Follow me.
I'm surprised that any of the bots are still functioning.
It certainly looked its age, but it carried on a conversation fine enough. Someone did a good job.
Everyone, I do apologize. You must have been quite troubled by being trapped in here. There does not appear to be a response.
Are your friends out of fuel too? If they're like you, then...
I'm afraid they would have little use for such fuel.
What did you say?
We've been trapped for some time now. There's no food or water left. It looks like this is the end for us at last. If you're reading this, I hope you'll respect the wishes of the dead. Take our remains and give us a decent burial. Oh, and one other thing. I imagine you found a robot on the other side of this wall. If it stopped working, please bury it together with us. If it's still moving though, please fix it up and find it a new home. We may look like fools for worrying about an old robot in our last moments, but Bhakti is not just a robot. He has always been our greatest ally, companion, and friend. We've been trapped for some time now. There's no food or water.
My goodness. Everyone looks quite different. Why have you become so thin? Did the many long years spent...
These people.
My friends, they do not seem to be able to start up.
Bhakti, you can't repair when humans die.
Never start up. But we are finally reunited. I rationed my fuel so carefully, all in an effort to witness. I had no idea that they needed
I don't think they did. They would have known that you were doing everything you could to save them.
I thank you. Humans are a kind farewell.
Bhakti, you were the best friend these people could have hoped for. The light of these souls. They're the proof of how grateful your friends were.
It appears that Bhakti finally reached his limits. All of his functions have shut down.
Hope, what do you think this is?
I don't see how it could. A robot isn't made by... But I do believe Bhakti felt for his dead companions. Perhaps. It's a nice fantasy to ponder.
So Bhakti's just a hunk of metal that broke down next to its old owner, eh? I don't think I could get along with someone who thought like that.
I've been surveying. peace.
One of the galleries. You should find a mural of the gods there. Be on guard, though.
Time.
A good bandit always is, right?
Now, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but I don't see any...
How disappointing. This is certainly the device is missing a key. You need certain ancient artifacts, known as tablets.
We already have. You mean the ones from the shrines, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Saved us some trouble.
All right then, impress me. After all this, these murals better blow me away. We used to have this old rhyme, you know. Come, pity poor Etro, she was left all alone. Her blood pouring forth in chaos to atone. Queen of nothing, goddess of death, so let her be known.
And then Lindsay, in his wisdom, used the blood that flowed from Etro to give birth to the first humans.
Yeah, so we could do his dirty work. Among my people, Lindsay was known as a trickster, never to be trusted. Though, in the end, even our own god was no different. Pulse used us and threw us away all the same.
Yeah, I think we've all learned not to trust the gods.
At least it gave me the chance to meet you all. But then, after hundreds more years in Crystal, we wake up again. And for what? So Vanille can go mad listening to the cries of the dead? The gods want to make us pawns. But Vanille and me, we're done playing their games. It needs to stop.
Vanille and Fang. They once supported Cocoon in their crystal sleep, frozen forever in time. But why did they awake now, at the end of everything? What purpose could God have in doing such a thing? What sort of plan does he have up his sleeve?
That's a piece of a crux, right?
It's no rubbish. It's the crux to the sacred gate. All you have to do is gather all.
So, 2 more to go, right? 3 seems to be our favorite number. 3 murals, 3 shrines.
You've got all the tablets, right? Go around to each of the galleries. You should be able to see all 3 murals.
Together, we can't lose! You have found the 3 tablets? I see. I think I begin to perceive the...
Of course, we weren't just sleeping away our days in that pillar. Hardly. We could feel what was going on in the world. Fate is what it is. We saw you disappear. We also saw your sister head out on her journey. Eventually, we even got to see the world fall apart, and all time stop. You couldn't imagine how we felt.
Fang, you got this? Your soul is not
like a nightmare you couldn't wake up from.
What's your most valuable treasure? Light's life is the greatest treasure. Together, we can't lose! Don't even try. You're down.
Perfect timing. repent. You want to be saved. You think you can be forgiven? You can't leave me. together, we can't lose! Tighten!
gonna be sure. Hey, Lightning, you enjoying your... This doesn't look good.
These ruins are like our backyard. If you're ever lost, just holler.
You got this? The light of your soul is mine. Stick together and we can do it! Time to repent. We want to be saved. run now. I will fight evil. You want to be saved? Valuable treasure. I've had worse. You think you can
were holding up half the world. We said... Not like it's something I can brag about, though. It wasn't heroic at all. It was more like atonement for all we'd done wrong before. No, not even that. There's no amount of atonement that will ever make right all the deaths we caused, all the lives that were destroyed. I know Vanille worries about that, too. She wants to make up for it, and she believes with all her heart that she can. But I don't think it's something that you can make up for. What's done is done, but she won't accept that.
You've made it pretty far in, haven't you?
An unusual aura about you. I sense...
I'll take that.
I'm sorry. My intentions are pure. It's just that I see you must be a former...
Tell me.
My name is Nolan. There is said to be a beast with frightful power beyond... I am quite certain now. Its existence is linked.
And you want me to fight it?
Indeed. This is my theory. When the balance is tipped, that is when the beast will attain its true physical form, inspiring fear and despair.
A monster that only appeared.
Indeed. In the past few days, according to my calculations, which are based on my hypothesis...
You have proof?
I know that it has appeared at least once before in this world. I've found records that the day that time stopped and the world was broken. The wave of terror, as all humanity realized their impending doom.
So what happened?
It only achieved physical form for a very brief time.
Because the world didn't...
That is my theory. I don't imagine. All indications are that the world is truly ending. I want you to prove that my theory is correct.
Why worry about 1 month?
I believe that this beast comes from outside of this. Unlike those of us living here, its body has not been There is something I wish to test, and I will... So what do you say? Will you hunt down the
An enemy that is not of this...
Oh.
I might as well.
I am confident that you will be able to hunt down the...
Got it.
Here is all the research data.
Yeah, I'll do.
There is not much time left until the end of the...